So, there's been a lot of concern voiced, right? And I feel very bad about that. I feel very awesome that you guys are concerned about me. Thank you very much. From the bottom of my heart, it really does mean a lot. When I get those comments, it means a lot to me when you guys are concerned. I understand how it is for me. And yesterday, I think I got a bit of understanding on how it might be for you guys. We're going to get into all that. I'm going to explain a whole lot that will put people's minds at ease. But first, I think we need to see a commercial.
Spot. It's like our home. We brainstorm. We have what we call the meeting of the minds. It's an Italian expression.
We're always looking for that next $1 million idea. Adolfo, what do you have going on?
Well, I got a couple of suits. I knew a guy, so I took him for decent.
I shit you fucking not. For those of you who might have seen the fucking Ratchet Pussy video, Staten Island Hustle. They literally have the whole, like, 40-minute episode of the show. And this was a mid-roll. This wasn't like it was the first commercial, and it wasn't like it was the end. It was a mid-roll. There was still like 5 minutes left of the video. I was like, what in the... So I don't know what's going on, man. Like, commercials on YouTube are getting real interesting now. They're entire shows. And that's kind of... I mean, that's smart. That's real smart now that I'm thinking about it. That's actually really smart for TV show, because you figure most people, the majority of people are not getting on YouTube and spending the entire day looking up videos that they want to look up. It's usually people that are like, oh, God, YouTube, just see what's going on. And they just kind of bop around. So you figure, I mean, because we can track how much of the video you guys are watching. We can see where it dips off, right? And so I don't know if you can do that with the commercials or not, but you can certainly see if there's any traffic coming to your fucking... I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy to me, like, that people are putting entire videos. I've seen a couple of YouTubers that put, like, their entire video. Like a 5-10 minute video, and I'm like... So, yeah, I thought that was funny. And then now that we've had a commercial, I think I want to start putting some mid-rolls into my videos. This is bullshit. I do like 30-minute videos. You guys should have to sit through fucking at least 10 commercials. This is bullshit. So we're going to look at another commercial. So I really like this video. I'm getting big into psychology lately. Or accelerated course, right? So far what we got in this commercial is we've got a young boy who seems to be taking care of himself. His mother sleeps in. We've got heavy imagery in here. We've got the father, you know, he's a spaceman. And she's sleeping on one half of the bed. And you know, kid's taking care of himself, kind of. That's what we have. You know what I mean? And you know, we can say that we're trying to say that that's a bad mom, but at the same time, oh my God, imagine that you got your husband in space. I'm sure she goes through some good and bad days. You know what I mean? Like that. I'm sure this isn't every day, but I'm sure that there are days where it's real tough for mom to just even get out of bed. And I totally get that. And that's very, very sad. And I like that they kind of went that direction with this. They didn't go like Dad's an ass and he's fucking gone. We don't really even know if Dad's even still alive. You know what I mean? And all of this could be fucking fresh. So, you know, it starts off giving you a whole lot of information. And the cool thing about it is your brain is picking it all up. You know, you're just watching it play out and you understand what you're watching. I'm not trying to say that you don't fucking have a clue what you're watching. But, like, your brain is checking the deeper meaning of shit while you're watching the surface of it. And it is a really, really good one.
It's okay. You don't have to hide.
I?
I was just talking to your overlord here and explaining my mission.
That's not my overlord. That's just a squirrel.
Oh. That's not what he said.
It's not bad. I give it a 5 because children and women will think it's hysterical. But I did laugh out loud when I first heard that one. It was pretty funny. Anyway, so yeah, so now we got some real fucking spaceman, right? Like the for real thing. And he's talking to squirrels and shit. And now he's with this little boy. Uh-oh.
I'm here for a short time to learn about this planet and its most advanced life form.
Mankind.
Are you a man?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a man.
See, I like that. Right there. I like that the kid took a second to think of it. You know what I mean? Like that. I think anytime that you're asked that question in that manner, especially in this situation, I mean, if you're sitting in front of a fucking alien and he looks at you and he's like, I came here to learn about this planet's, you know, greatest species, and you go, oh, mankind. They say, oh, are you a man? You should give that some thought. Like, you might be like, I don't know if I'm the person to answer that question, you know, to really walk you through that. I may fail in some areas. You know, like, I like that he had to question it. He had to think that through for a second. That's a good kid.
Would you teach me how to be a man?
Yeah, totally. You just can't go around looking like that. You need to blend in. You look like a science experiment or something. And you can't walk like that. Walk like this.
I like that. I like that he's starting with the basics. You know what I mean? Stand up straight. Pick your head up, you know. That's pretty basic. Like, that's, you know, we teach children that. You know, stand up straight. We teach all children that. And I like that that's kind of where you start. Because you want everybody to have confidence. You know, like, you don't want to walk around looking like you're an eternal victim. You know, you want to have confidence. That's important for everybody, especially nowadays. That's important for everybody. There was a time that it was very important for man, but now women will fuck just about anybody, so it really doesn't matter. But, you know, it used to be how we got picked.
Men walk with confidence.
Yeah, and we do it for a purpose. We do it for a reason, because it's the peacock strut. You know what I mean? We're showing the ladies that I'm competent. I am a guy that gets shit done. Look at me walk. You know, I look like I'm doing something, don't I? Yeah. That's exactly what it is, and it's ingrained in us on a genetic level. Like, it's part of our brain structure. You know, if you don't have that, the women are going to look at you like that guy's kids aren't going to survive. It's a harsh truth, but shit, man. If you're wondering if I'm talking about you, look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself the same question. Would you want to fuck you?
You gotta be quiet.
Men are quiet.
No, my mom thinks I'm at school.
I like that. Because he goes, "Matter quiet?" And the kid goes, "No." and you know, he follows it up with a qualifier, but at the same time, you gotta kind of laugh at that. That's actually pretty funny. So that's sad to me. That image of the mom there, just sitting there, just worrying. Ugh. It's so sad to me. And that's, you know, I think that's part of what's driven so many women crazy. They just worry about everything. It's just, there's so much to worry about. And you guys are the caregivers. It's built in you, genetically, or whatever it actually would be. It's in your brain mapping. It's in your circuitry, right? And being the caregiver means that you always have to worry about if everybody's being taken care of. And I think that's why so many women are making this mad grab for power. They're just like, we're just gonna fucking just control everything, and then everybody will be happy and everybody will be good. And it's like, shit, Mom. I'm an adult now. I thought.
A real man wants to be taken seriously.
Well, I like that. A man wants to be taken seriously. Damn right. I mean, me personally, I'm all jokes and giggles, but when it's time to be serious, you better take me seriously, because we're not going to get along if you're not going to be taking me seriously at the appropriate time.
Men are supposed to take care of themselves.
So, you know, little kind of cross-dressing dig there. It's underhanded, you know, it's a jab, but at the same time, it's, you know, it is an aspect. Like, God, is that a huge subject that I'm still working on. It is important. It is important. I can't qualify that, so take it as me just saying, in my opinion, it's very important. Whatever. But, yeah, a man should take care of himself. And, yeah, you should be able to take care of yourself. I think that's a people thing now. You know, certainly now, that's a people thing. Used to be man thing. Gotta be able to take care of yourself. Because how can you take care of your family if you can't take care of yourself? And even still, that still resonates even today. You know, kid gets sick. Dad's got to help mom take care of the kid. Help mom take care of everything else. Right? Mom gets sick. Dad's got to take care of the kid. Take care of the mom. You know, and it goes all those different ways. But, you know, usually whenever the man's sick, the woman takes care of the kid. And but, you know, whatever. So, but yeah, you definitely got to be able to take care of yourself if you want to call yourself a man. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with you? Take care of yourself.
Thank you. Hi, he's doing great. Yeah, I mean, sometimes things are hard. He's, you know. But really, yeah, really, things are great. They are.
Yeah, I don't think things are great. I don't know. That's a tough scene to judge, because you really don't get enough context on what's up with the dad, if he's still alive or not. It's hopeful, but I don't know. It's also kind of sad that she's saying that, and he's skipping school to teach his imaginary friend what it means to be a man. You know, there's that too. But maybe he's just at school daydreaming. I don't know.
Here, you need to shave. Men shave.
Are you going to?
I already did this morning.
See there, little man? It's an important step you missed. Men don't lie.
No.
It's funny.
Men know stuff.
Like what?
Like cars, sports, how to give a good handshake.
And see, there's your peer pressure stuff. But those are not really necessities, you know? Those are interests. People have all sorts of different interests. I wouldn't say that interests of that nature really denote whether or not you're a man. That's peer pressure stuff. And I understand why little man here, you know, why he thinks that way. Because he's a kid. It's peer pressure. Kids are very susceptible to that.
A man has to be strong.
Strong how?
Like brave.
I like that. I like that they're sitting there watching guys work out, and the kid goes in, the man has to be strong. Strong like how? Like brave. It isn't what's in your arm. It's what's in here, you know? That's the true measure of a man. You can't be a man and be a coward. It's just not possible. Men aren't cowards like that, you know? We have a sense of honor and duty. You know? You can't be a man and be a coward. It's impossible. Because a real man, when the chips are down, we've known it all our lives. A real man picks up a spear and charges straight into the monster's mouth, thinking maybe I'll at least choke it to death so that way my family can survive. Can't be a coward.
A man shouldn't be afraid of anything.
Are you ever afraid?
Sometimes.
I like that too. You gotta be able to admit when you're afraid. That's the only way you can get through it. You have to realize what it is. If you deny that, then you're going to be looking for other solutions that won't help. Because it's not looking at the problem. Look at the problem, identify it, find a solution. You gotta accept that you can be afraid. It's the only way to overcome it.
I mean, there really aren't any rules, honestly.
I disagree. But, you know, he's young and his dad's hopefully on a space station.
Can I ask you something? Have you seen my dad up there?
No, I like this next shot, and I like that part. Again, it's hopeful. The dad's just up there somewhere, you know, and just not around. It's sad, but at least he's still alive, you know. At some point, he's gonna come back. We hope. But I like this next shot. It reminded me a lot of the scene with the mother sleeping in, and I think maybe that might have been why they did it, you know. Somewhere in there that kind of got a purpose to it. Maybe it was even accidental. But the shot you're about to see is the kid on the log, and he's on the right side of the log, so empty space to his left. If you remember back to the mother in the bed, she was laying on the right side of the bed, empty space to the left. You know, so there's that. You know, they're both coming to grips with missing him. You know what I mean? Like, she's having a rough go of it. He's having a rough go of it. You know, he doesn't really want to do anything but just worry about it. And she doesn't really do anything but just worry about it. You know, so they both have that same issue, but they're disconnected. It's a big thing there, and it's just cool because it's, you know, it's a really wide shot. I mean, it's a really wide shot. You know, this little kid on the fucking log and empty spot there, and it's just the fucking sky. And it's a really nice shot. It's a good shot.
The truth is, there's no one way to be a man.
I like the Representation Project. I think they got good things going on there with that. It's not a bad video. I do disagree that, I mean, that there isn't just one way to be a man, but there are key points that you got to nail, or it just unravels. But yeah, I thought that was a cute commercial. I've been sitting on that one for a little while. I was waiting for, I don't know, somebody to say that we're just sperm dispensers. But yeah, so whatever. But yeah, there's been a lot of concern for me lately, and it's very touching. But don't worry about me. I'm not depressed. I'm focused. I'm seeing shit going on, and I went through my depression over it. We're done. Now we're gonna figure it out. And I've been watching a lot of Jordan Peterson. And that guy is good, man. He's just, everything he says just makes so much sense. And believe me, I've been trying to poke holes in it. I'm not brainwashing myself. I'm looking. Because imagine that. I'm the guy that cracks Jordan Peterson. Fucking finds the lie underneath it, and it's just fucking not there, man. He's so solid and well thought out and well articulated. And I mean, it's just, it's really mind blowing to find, to listen to some of the perspectives that he has on all manner of different things. But I've been watching the biblical, the psychology of the Bible, and that's very interesting. And it really doesn't have a whole hell of a lot to do with religion. He looks at it more like it's a mythology, like studying mythology. And it's like the psychological reasons for the imagery in the mythology. It's very interesting. It's pretty thick, but it's very interesting, and it's really cool. Like you might notice that I'm tearing things apart psychologically now, and I'm talking a lot about our brain mapping and stuff like that, because it's the things that he's talking about, and I'm beginning to incorporate that into my thought process and what's going on right now. But like I've been kind of saying, I've been saying it just kind of because I think it's a funny term, but I'm taking an accelerated course, right? I'm just cramming my head with as much information on as many things as I possibly can at once. Like I'm constantly now, I'm always watching current events and what's going on, and also kind of getting more of a foundation in psychology, human behavioral psychology. And so I'm studying biology and human behavioral psychology and society and Marxism and communist Russia and the Nazi regime, and I'm combing through as many different topics and subjects and everything all at once. I'm just cramming my head with as much as possible, so it's very jumbled and disjointed in there. But I have 8 hours a day to sit. Like today was great. I think I actually had to do maybe 3 hours worth of actually something throughout the course of the entire 8-hour day. So there were large spans of time where I'm just sitting there at the desk, like just thinking about everything and trying to find the pieces of the puzzle that make a difference and actually are part of this picture and not that picture over there that I don't care about anymore because it's dumb and it's ridiculous. So, and I'm trying to figure out everything, and then this puzzle's done, and that's an extra piece. I don't need that, and so I'm still trying to figure it all out in my mind, and I'm doing it because I think I just have this feeling, and call it paranoia, call it whatever you want, whatever. It's making me educate myself. So paranoia is serving me well, at least in that regard, and I haven't gone too fucking crazy yet. I hope, I'm sure you guys will tell me at some point. But what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying. I'm trying to figure out a whole lot at once. I have this feeling. I remember where I was. I have this feeling that things are starting to pick up steam. I don't know why, and I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's just straws on the camel's back or if it's going to be the one that's going to break it. You know what I mean? But that camel can't possibly carry any more straws. I mean, it's so right under the surface. You look at everything that happens, and there is a reaction, and it is a big one, and they're getting bigger, and shit's getting a little bit more unhinged every day, it seems. And I think that I think I'm behind. I'm behind on my knowledge of what's going on because I don't know enough about what's happened before. And I know enough to know that I don't know enough, nearly enough. So, like I said, I'm cramming my head with as much information as possible and trying to assimilate it all as quickly as I can, because that's, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, that's how I learn. That's how I come up with just spontaneous connections. You know, it's like putting together a puzzle. You don't look at each puzzle piece individually and really think, well, I don't know, where could that go? I mean, I don't have any other puzzle pieces down. I'll put this one back in the box and then grab another. No. You put all the fucking pieces on the board and you start putting the ones together that fucking fit. But you have to see all the pieces. You have to. Because otherwise you're never going to realize where all the borders are. And because you have to find those first. Those are very important. You got to put that shit together first. Right now I'm looking at just so many scattered pieces. But I have big chunks. I haven't found the entire border yet because it's not an actual thing. You don't know what piece of information is so important that it's a border piece. You have no clue. So you got to figure that out all at the same time too. So it's like I've got huge sections of it that are done. But they're just big sections of it that are done. I don't have the entire shape yet. So I'm working on that all at the same time. So shit's going to be pretty fucking chaotic for a little while at least. And there's going to be a lot of me breaking things down psychologically because I'm looking for it places now. And I'm looking for it everywhere because I need to be able to find it anywhere. Because anywhere is where it can be, where it's important. So I'm just kind of, I'm doing a lot of field research right now with what I'm learning, and I'm trying to figure shit out. So at this point, anything I say is pretty suspect. I know I've always said that, but I want you to understand that I don't even entirely know exactly where I'm coming from with a lot of things that I'm going to be saying for hopefully not a long while, but for a while at least. So you got to kind of bear with me and make sure you're questioning anything that I say. So it's very important. Don't take anything from face value. I'm giving you that warning. Take it more important now than it usually is, because now I'm really fucking stressing it. So there's that. But yeah, everything's good. I'm fine. I'm happy. Man, this is great. I'm more engaged with myself and life now than I have been for a couple of months now. So things are A-okay with me. I'm really happy. I've got a purpose again. I've got goals in mind. That's awesome. I'm pulling myself up out of I don't even know whatever. So everything's good with me. How are you? This used to be me. A sad, sad puppy. No food in the fridge, holes in my pillowcase, and all out of... Recently, things have been going great. You all have helped me out a lot. Now I have a fridge full of takeout, new pillowcases, and let's be honest, I'm never out of. But the reason that things have changed around for me like that is because I've had a lot of pressure taken off of me for buying stuff for making videos for you guys. You guys helped me buy a new capture box when my old one broke. You helped me buy a new PC when the other one turned into poop. And you helped me get to Perfect Circle concerts so that I could share that experiences with you guys. Recently I've kind of had to change the way I do things, but I found another way. You can find me on Maker's Support. I'll have a link in the description, and if you'd like to donate money to keep this sort of thing going, then that's where you can do it. Thank you very much. Have a good day. I hope you have fun.